Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining me once again. So, your boy, Mark Hamill of the Star Wars fame, after posing with former President Obama, he posts a picture of President Trump in a grave with the caption, "If only." Let's get right into this. Let's get right into this article. Disney's Star Wars Mark Hamill, just days after posing with President Barack Obama to promote his presidential library in Chicago, Illinois, posted a photo of President Donald Trump in a grave with the caption that said, "If only." I'm going to show you that photo. If only he should live long enough to witness his inevitable devastating loss in the midterms, be held accountable for his unprecedented corruption, impeached, convicted, and humiliated for his countless crimes. This is just horrible. This is just horrible, man. Wow. Mark Hamill wrote in a message alongside his Bluesky post of Trump in a grave, quote, "long enough to realize he'll be disgraced in the history books forever." And this is a picture of it. I don't know. Hopefully you can see it. Picture of Trump in the grave. The post has since gone viral, with many social media users linking Hamill's post to what they see as a throng of left-wing Hollywood celebrities fantasizing about President Trump dying. ABC's Jim Kimmel Live host Jimmy Kimmel's repeatedly joked last week about President Trump dying, defending it, then lectured First Lady Melania Trump for daring to call him out on it. This, of course, was merely days after the assassination attempt on the president's life at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, an assassination attempt that several Hollywood celebrities, including Mad Men star January Jones, kind of name is that, January Jones, and actress Mia Farrow, claimed was staged. Hamill, who once said he feels, quote, "really ashamed America elected President Trump twice," cracked a tasteless joke about President Trump's wound after he was shot in the head during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, end of article. And man, what do you say about something like this? What do you say about something like this? I mean, what do you say about it? Except to say that whether you want to say the left or the right or whatever, this just is extremely heartless. And it does tend to be people on the left that act this way. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. Because conservatives are not going to do. I have not seen any conservative do this. I have not seen it. Please, if you're on the left and you're watching this video, put it in the comment box, please, where people who are true conservatives and have a conservative mindset post this type of stuff or suggest the death of someone they don't like. I mean, please, because at this point, I don't know. I'm not saying there aren't any, but I don't know. But people on the left are the only ones doing this. And I hate to put these opposing views up, but that's what it is. These people are filled with hate. Okay, I get it. You don't like Trump. I get it. I wouldn't try to make people like Trump anyway. I don't like some of his ways. I don't agree with it. I said that time and time again. I don't agree with all of his policies. I don't like some of his personality traits. He's kind of boisterous and so forth. Yes, but he's always been that way. So with those that have elected the man, you know that's how he was then. He's going to be that way now. So it's not going to change. But my God, come on, man. Come on. Wishing the man to be dead, putting a photo of him in a graveyard after he had somebody had allegedly tried to assassinate him again. This is horrible. Had anyone even spoke remotely this way towards Obama or any of the other establishment politicians, it would be World War III. No, I wouldn't even say World War III. It would be American War III, American War III or whatever in America. I mean, all hell would break loose. if anyone had even kind of said that about Obama. And people know I'm telling the truth. Or any other of these other establishment politicians. But it's totally okay to say these type of things, to put these kind of pictures on posts and stuff. But anybody else do anything like that, you'll get your post deleted, your YouTube channel, whatever else will get taken off or whatever. But these kind of people, these celebrities, they're sick and disgusting and demented. I wouldn't want to shake their hand because I might pick up a demon. I wouldn't want to watch any of their movies. I'm not going to pay to see it. I can't help but wonder, are these people like Mark Hamill being paid to do this? I have to wonder that because, man, I get it. You're not starring in any movies at this point that I know of, that I've heard of. So maybe you're being paid hundreds of thousands of dollars by some radical left-wing organization or foundation or whatever that's committed to destroying America. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have any. I'm just speculating here. This is all conjecture. I have no clue. But I'm just saying, because to say this kind of stuff, there is absolutely no excuse for it. And as far as this going back to Jimmy Kimmel or Kibbles and Bits or whatever, everybody's saying he gonna get fired. I'm getting so sick and tired of seeing posts about this man's threat, them threatening to fire him and all this. This Negro's still on TV. He ain't going nowhere. When I hear that type of stuff, I know nothing's going to happen. He's going to stay there. Let him be conservative. They'll get rid of him in a minute. But he's going to stay there. You want to know why they're going to stay there? You want to know why people like Jimmy Kibbles and Bits and Mark Hamill and all these other radical nut job liberal celebrities still remain on the radar? It's because they need them to keep the opposition going. That the establishments, if you will, the elites at the top, if you will, need them to stay on top to keep pushing the rhetoric so that we can stay at odds with each other and stay mean and hateful and angry and scared and walking around on eggshells. They need these people to be in place. They have to be in place. Okay? Because how else are you going to have opposition? You get rid of people like Mark. You rather silence people like Mark Hamill and Jimmy Kibbles and Bits and Catherine, whatever that lady's name is, supposed comedian or whatever. You get rid of them or you silence them, if you will. Say, okay, you can't say this kind of stuff or else you're going to be silenced. We're going to silence you. You can't say this kind of stuff. We're going to clip your money or whatever. They can't do that. They can't do that. If they do that, things will be peaceful. Trust and believe things will be more peaceful, at least to some extent. So I'm just saying this is just horrible. And according to the article, said it went viral. Yeah, of course it's going to go viral. Of course something like that is going to go viral, but nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. I guarantee you nothing's going to happen to Mark Hamill. Nothing's going to happen to him. No one's going to rebuke him for what he did. It's not going to happen. But I just wanted to talk on that because I just wanted to show you that the far left or the radical liberal establishment, I'm back at that because these are the ones that are doing this. I got to point it out. I got to point out evil when I see it. I got to point it out. And, of course, I'm going to get scorned for this. What? You know Trump don't care nothing about you. Some people say some of the dumbest things. This is not about Trump caring about. Let me say this again. This is not about Trump caring about me or anybody else. That ain't what we're talking about here. We're talking about the hatefulness in the hearts of so many of these people out here towards a man. Has nothing to do about him caring for us. Please, I'm not going to get a brain aneurysm trying to respond to people's stupid remarks. This is about people's hateful hearts towards this man. That's what it is about. Wishing the man dead. Wishing the man. It's just horrible. This is the level where our country have come to. We are so hateful. I've never been in a time in my life, and I've been around quite some time. I've been around decades. I have never seen the level of hate and division in our country that it is now. The best time that I've ever had in this country was in the 80s. And let me say this about that. I might do a separate video on that too, because I believe the 80s was great like it was. And I hate to say this, people like to talk about the 80s is the greatest decade that ever was. I agree. But what I don't stay on those channels, like Facebook channels and stuff that I have, Facebook posts that I have and so forth, I don't mention politics because it's not politics. They're not political per se. But really, I think part of the reason, if not the only reason why the 80s was so great, was because of former President Ronald Reagan. The 80s was not perfect, and the long shot was not perfect. But man, the type of stuff that Ronald Reagan pushed in terms of free market capitalism and optimism and everything being optimism and optimistic and free market capitalism, but it made you proud to be an American. Nowadays, people hate you. Talk about being proud to be American, they look at you like you a fool, like you a terrorist. But back in the 80s, you was proud to be an American, and everybody wanted to be an American. Nowadays, people that's coming from their countries and coming over here to our country don't want to be an American. They want to steal. They want to take all the goodies that belong to the Americans. They don't want to be an American. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. You get my point. It was a great time because because of, in my opinion, the political atmosphere that was pushed. The political atmosphere that is pushed today is hate and division. The left hates the right, and the right hates the left, and we constantly at war with each other. But the only people that I see spitting real hate are those on the left. I don't know what else to tell you, except stay away from those kind of people. They mean you no good, because at the end of the day, if you are on the left and you do or say anything that makes sense or shows any kind of compassion towards people on the other side, if you will, they're going to reject you, going to put you down and hate on you the same way, because people who are full of hate can't possibly love anybody, even their own kind. People that are full of hate can't possibly show any kind of real love. It's impossible. It's impossible, because there's nothing there other than hate. So hate begets hate. That's all it does. But anyway. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. What do you guys think about what he just did here? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.